Previously on Survivor, Wallenpaupack. The stakes were raised with the introduction of headhunter bounties, forcing castaways to target specific individuals or face a punishment.
Do whatever it takes to eliminate this player from the game and collect your bounty. Fail to do so and the gods of the hunt shall surely punish you.
Tensions soared as alliances were tested and strategies shifted.
The interesting thing is that on the deck, Emmett told me that he has Logan, so I know that he's lying to me.
And someone messed up. Two people said the same person.
In a team immunity challenge, Drew, Eric, and Matt emerged victorious, securing their safety for another day. Meanwhile, Drew's discovery of a hidden immunity idol added a layer of intrigue, as whispers of distrust echoed through the camp.
Well, I don't know. I think I kind of want to keep Logan around. I'm like, why would you want to keep Logan around?
In a 7-4 vote, Logan became the first victim of the hunt and member of our jury. The first bounty has been claimed. Who will be next?
That was not fun at all. Nick comes up to me right before the vote and goes, Gray said that we were gonna string you up. And I'm freaking out. And, I thought for sure Charlie was gonna maybe get some votes, not that he was who I was targeting, but I thought that it was pretty set Logan. So we know for a fact who three of the votes were. We know it was Logan, Emmett, and Gray. But what's concerning Nick and I right now is who that fourth vote is. And, it could be Matt. It could have been Drew. I saw Drew whisper at one point and say my name before the vote. Just a little concerned, but no, that did not feel good at all. I'm like shaking. So, we'll just see what this next challenge holds. Hope to win it and get to the bottom of who that fourth vote was.
Congratulations, you have proven your worth and become a true headhunter. Your skills have earned you this token of the hunt. You may use this token in the voting booth at any tribal up to and including the fifth to redeem an extra vote. The gods are pleased. Alright, well,
Thank you, Survivor gods. I will use this wisely.
Found this downstairs. It's in a light fixture. We'll see what I can do with that. I said it could be good for me to use. It could be good for me to have in case someone else needs it. Who knows?
Dude, I'll be honest. Drew, if I had my way, I'll work with Drew, I'd have him the hell out of this game as fast as possible. I watched his first run. He doesn't even know. He'll backstab you as quick as you eat a good piece of pie. So I'm just saying.
Are you talking about that? I see you guys talking about that.
Well, me and Ron. Well, we've been chatting it up. Ronka just loves to play, so I'm listening to him. And look, like I said, I voted for him, but I wouldn't mind working for him. I voted for him because I was, if there was a chance to save Logan, I would have liked to have it. I think Miller's a threat. If he Drew would be great to get rid of. I think Drew, Mickey, I guess, maybe Miller.
So, next vote already. I'm trying to think ahead, right?
Yeah.
Is there a target on whoever had Logan as a bounty now?
Well, because I know my Logan.
I also know who had Logan.
Okay, do you want to say on three?
On three?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Matt.
Dude.
Emmett told me that he had Logan. Emmett told Matt that he had Logan. Matt came to me and said, I have Logan, I know Emmett's lying.
Oh, dude, Emmett's lying. I was saying to Nikki that here's the thing, I know someone else is lying too. I had two people who come up to me and said the same person.
So I know one of them is lying.
Welcome everybody to our second challenge. First things first, got to take back the immunity necklaces, except for one. Matthew is our first headhunter.
Whoa!
And as such, he gets immunity for collecting his bounty.
Attaboy, Matthew.
Give him a round of applause. So you're not going to participate, but you get a free pass this round. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jeff.
Alright. This game is called Music to My Beard.
That's so clever.
Credit the name.
Hey, yeah.
Alright, so for this, we're going to play the Survivor theme. You're going to walk around the table. When the music stops, you're not going to grab a cup. You're going to grab a string. So that if two people go after it, you're not crushing the cup. Possession of the string gives you possession of the cup.
Possession of the string, possession of the cup.
You're going to drink your cup and do a flip cup. Last person to flip their cup successfully is out. Everybody's going. Emmett, Nick, Hick, Gray's out. Alright, I'm back up. Alright.
Out there. Yep.
Guess he's gonna go again.
Good song.
Drew. Nick, Emmett.
Is that me?
You're out.
That was quick. This mother problem.
One in the middle and then two on the sides. Oh, you never know. Alright.
Big as the what?
Survivor's ready.
Big as the what?
Alright, Nick. One of two immunity challenge, or two immunities. We'll have our final round. Grabs whoever wins. And go.
Oh, there it is!
Good work. Nick secured 1, 2 immunities. Congrats. Our second game for our second immunity.
You two might be here.
Drivers ready. Go. Charlie, Kevin, Jimmy, for elimination. There it is. Michael, you're going. Nice play. Round 2. Who will be going out next? Go. Our semi-final. Here we go. Good? Alright, drivers ready. Go. Kevin. Attaboy. Charlie. That was brutal. Got on. All right.
Hey, attaboy.
I'm ready. Go. Tense, slippery. Who's gonna get it? Oh! That was like all the panic in the world. All the panic in the world. Congratulations.
So, talking with Matt and Nick and Ronka, there was a few people that are throwing out Drew's name. Drew's just kind of a snake, just straight up. He's talked to everybody in the game. There's a potential rumor going around that he said he was going to vote for Logan, but then he actually was the 4th vote for Ronka, and we're still trying to figure that out. I don't like Drew's game. I think Drew is he is a competitor. But just, I feel like there is no trust. Even in the last season, I couldn't trust him. So this year, it's like, I felt like I've stayed pretty clear. I think Ronka is maybe the 2nd least trustworthy person in the game. And it sucks. I don't want that to be the case, but I've also seen him talk to everyone and give like signal eyes to people during trials. And people that, I haven't talked to and I don't really know what their game is. Yeah, I just, I'm having trouble trusting the other young bros. I like to talk to them sometimes, but I also feel like we're kind of all out to get each other. Because last year, we tried to make it work. And don't get me wrong, I would love to make it to the end with them, but I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be impossible.
Each group I walked up to, it was like, yeah, we don't really know.
What if they somehow hear that?
You can get immunity. You get immunity for a challenge. Possibly.
Confident. Not gonna make it to next round.
But if we if they're getting something, we just can't know that we're coming for you.
Here's also my thing. I don't want an idol floating around that group because if there's somebody on the inside who's like talking to both groups, they could totally go and be like, oh, it's Gray. Give you out of the Gray. And then I don't know. I feel like they could do it.
I agree. Flush that out.
Just get it out.
Yeah.
Do you think an idol has been bad at this point?
He told people.
Oh, word. Drew did?
It could be half of them.
I think Drew was telling people he had an advantage, but it was just his information he was sharing. Could be a Drew. Well, Drew doesn't see lying.
Well, if he's lying,
It's a very
so
specific
good.
lie.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's the best kind of lie, and he knows that.
Why would he lie?
He's no manipulator.
You know you're gonna put a target on your back if you tell somebody that you have an idol.
That's fine. I just want to make sure that, like, it's not gonna be a switcheroo where it comes back on me.
Go in there, get Ronka tonight, get either an immunity or an advantage for the third one, which I think is going to be the most important challenge. Early game here, that would be huge. Ronka's already had names out there. I think that they're looking to split up the three. I think that's a very obvious move. And he's on edge, so I think he's going to play the game really, really hard. So I just Emmett would vote. I think I would vote. I think Gray would vote. I think Kevin would vote. And there's one guy, and I know that Ronka's headhunter is Drew. So if I go to Drew and say, hey brother, the guy who's gonna be gunning for you isn't gonna be here anymore, but you gotta keep this lockstep with me, I think I can get it done. And maybe I have the winner's medal around my neck, so I feel a little bigger than I should, I feel a little stronger than I should, but that is the mindset for me here, is if I could have immunity going into the next round, that would be really strong. Now it obviously makes me a big target, but I'm here to win. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be the big fish in the pond, to be honest, because I want to come to the end and be sitting there with, you know, the best chance to win. Now, that's
Possibly, if we vote out one of the immunity people's bounty, we're just setting them up for the next round as well.
I'll say
So we need to stay away from
if the
that.
bounties are the same.
So who's Mickey's trade? How do you know that?
Suspect.
It's very, like, high
Speculation, but
high suspicion.
because I was
But I agree
talking
though,
to
if Mickey's to go for his bounty, if we let Mickey call the Ronka shot, and then he's safe again another week, then he can't get him.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
exactly what we're saying, so we can't give Mickey or potentially Joe.
And we can't vote him out either.
And I'll be exactly. That's what I should say. The problem is we need to do a safety vote with Gray and then try to get all those two out next week.
It's been a bit of an anxious second vote, but I don't think I'm involved, which is good, name-wise. It seems like it might be a Ronka versus Drew. It seems like everyone's leaning Drew, which I'm fine with. But Logan told me something right before he got voted out. If Drew plays his idol, you'd have to hope Ronka gets a couple square votes, because if this goes unanimous, we got a problem. So that's where I'm at. I tried to convince the guys that he might have an idol. I tried to throw out the split vote. So if that is, I don't know if anyone bid on that though. So we'll see. I'm just hoping it's not a unanimous Drew idol play at this point.
Are we rolling?
I think it's like 6.
Alright. Welcome everybody to our second tribal council. Woo. Yeah! Games have truly begun. Unfortunately, we had our first casualty. Our first head was hunted. And now we're about to see our second head hunted. Michael.
Yeah.
You're smiling at me.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about these bounties?
Not great, Jeff, if I'm honest. I think, you know, we've heard a lot of chit chat about who has who, what bounties there are still left in the game. And I've even had 2 people come up and tell me the same person, twice actually. One of which person isn't here anymore. So if said person who claimed Logan as their bounty when it actually wasn't, wants to step forward now, I think that could just, you know, unite some trust within any group.
Do you have a name in mind? Would you like to out this person?
I don't want to out them, but if they want to come forward, they can.
Do you feel like you can trust the people you're talking to? People that say they're aligned with you right now?
You know, Jeff, I'm not so sure if there are any alliances right now. It feels like things are moving in a very voting bloc fashion. You know, it feels worrisome out here. It feels a little. The waters are a little rocky, you know.
Michael, if it makes you feel any better, I voted for you the first round. I'm not voting for you in the second round.
Gray, do you feel like people can take you at your word? Do you feel like you're being trusted in this game, or do you think you're causing more chaos?
I think there's definitely things that I've said that I've lied about so far.
Thanks for your honesty.
But you know, I've been pretty bold-faced a lot of times.
Bold-faced lie?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Matt, this is now your second round of immunity. Do you think this is strengthening your game, or do you think this is putting a target on your back?
Yeah, for being my first time playing, I know this is only the second vote, but I'm like extremely nervous, and I don't know how people have wanted to play this game for more than 1 year. I'm only 2 votes in, and I'm like, I don't like lying to people, but like Gray said, I'll admit it, I have been lying to some people. Yeah, it didn't feel good the first vote, but being the bounty hunter, you know, I had to make a decision. Sorry, what was the question?
I forget.
Well,
if nobody has anything else they'd like to add, I think we can just get our votes on the way. All right, Jim.
So I'm really hoping Drew is not bluffing and has the idol. Because if he does, he can get Mike, and he's gonna, if not, he's gonna go home. Just like I told him he was gonna go home if he doesn't vote Mike. So I tried to save him, didn't believe me, so I'm hoping he's got the idol in his pocket. I told him to play it if he does. If he does, good on him. If he doesn't have it, c'est la vie.
Alrighty, this is a fun one. Yeah, I mean, you know, anyone could be at play. I mean, outside of people that have immunity, obviously. You know, we've heard some Drew, we've heard some Ronka. I know my name was out there. You know, I think the safe vote is probably Drew, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And you know, we're just gonna roll with that. Whatever happens, happens. Good luck to everyone.
So, I feel like I am both the hero and the villain of this vote, because I've told people to vote for Mr. Drew Mazinski, but I also told Drew to play his idol. So I'm going to try to play both sides here, see how it goes, and vote for Mr. Drew Mazinski with the hope that this gets canceled out. However, we'll see if Drew wants to trust me when I give him the signal to play his idol.
The moment is here. Doesn't sound like any of you are confident, so I'm very excited to see what's in this box. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so.
I will, Jeff.
Whoa. Okay.
I'll play for myself because why not?
Drew wants to play an immunity for himself. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Drew will not count. And I'll read the votes. First vote, Rick. Drew. Does not count. Thank you, buddy. Drew. Does not count. Fourth vote. Drew. Does not count. Fifth vote. Drew. Does not count. Drew. Does not count.
Did Idol ever deflected this win?
Drew. Does not count.
Who to fall? Fight for who, Mickey?
Drew. Does not count. Drew. Does not count.
It was for Ronk I was supposed to play for, right? Mickey?
Drew. Does not count. And our second member voted out, Eric.
Wow.
Drew. Does not count. That's
the most
Two votes for Drew that do not count, and one vote for Rick. Unfortunately, Eric.
Drew just voted you out, brother.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Unfortunately, it doesn't work.
That's
All
right.
right. Yeah, this game. Thank you for playing. Thanks, everybody. Good job, Drew. Thanks, Rick.
Would have been just that. I think when there were rumors about Drew possibly having an immunity idol, I think a lot of people didn't think that he had one, just maybe like a clue. You know, I think I should have thrown a vote in for someone else just to maybe like curb that possibility. Mm-hmm. Hey, I mean, didn't go out first, went out on a really, I mean, a clutch play by Drew. So you know, good for him. I mean, that's a big play. If I was him, I'd be really worried about the next vote too. But you know, it was fun. It was fun.